So the valley, what we're looking for down on the bottom with the valley is we want to make sure this second water channel is getting out past, okay? So we want to bring this down, 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 right there. So we got the outer water channel going past our edge.
Okay.
Okay, now if we want to leave it whole like that, great. That's how I like to do it. If we had an actual gutter in there, that's probably going to be too far because it's going to overshoot the gutter, so you'll have to take it back. But if this were like a true dormer on a larger slope of main roof, I like mine fully shot out like that. It just buys you more protection. It's just better. At least have this edge here at or past our starter.
Okay.
So if you want, we'll do an inside cut on this. Push the valley down so it's centered side to side.
Right.
And then just underneath, if you can scribe a line underneath the valley, down on the bottom. I like to say we're not launching space shuttles, you know, so you don't have to get too crazy when you're making some of these marks. We'll just mark it here, mark it here. Now that's our actual line, so we want to keep an extra inch over that. Or we can cut on that line, but then we have to slide our valley down. We're going to lose a little bit of length. And then I just marked the starter here where our valley metal comes inside, so now we know where to snip it, right? So this is where you kind of want to streamline your installation process. So while one guy's cutting the valley metal, you know, we could actually have you getting this rake channel set and that perimeter all cut. So this is our rake channel that's going to go up our rake ends, okay? Again, just like a J channel, we're going to run this right up the outside edge. So while he's tinkering with that, and again, the more moving parts that you can have and the more progress that you're continuously making, the more profitable the job's going to be for you. So we can again mark this channel. We're going to cut it out so our rake channel can slide down past. And you can give it a little bit more than what you got. So if you want to actually cut it maybe ½ inch or so in, we're going to snip this up, snip it down, score it, snap it off, and then that's going to let our rake channel rest on the decking and stick out past. Whoop. Almost bought some new wall paint.
Sorry, I almost bought you a projector over there.
That looks good right there. Yep. Now this is going to give us enough room to accommodate the rake channel. I had you bring this back in a little bit because if we keep it too far over, there's a rib that's in this channel. So by bringing this starter back a little bit, when we go to actually hook the panel, it's just going to make it easier for the panel because the panel is going to rise up on this end a little bit. It just makes it easier to get it hooked on there without too much interference. So you could even take that back another inch or so, but that's fine. That's going to work good. One other thing I do is we're looking to have that 1 inch overhang down at the bottom. I like to just take this edge and I'll put a little 45-ish on it like that. One thing that does for me is now I'm going to use this point right here to line up flush with my starter and know that I'm in that 1 inch range that I'm looking for to get that drip action off the roof. The other thing is I don't have a sharp blunt corner on there now that I can stick my hand into and gash myself wide open. So it's a little bit safer. So once we've got that, you know, this is going to line up just like this here. We can come back and cut this outside edge. I guess we'll come in kind of flush like that. All right. Switch over to my reds. And then peel this across. Okay, so you'll notice here I cut my outside edge and I cut across the pan, but I didn't cut through all this right in here. If I tried getting my snips in here, it's going to deform it so much. It'll cut it, but it's going to be a little deformed. What I do is I get it cut across here and down the side, and then I'll just take it and pop it like that, and it comes right apart. Okay, and a couple little wiggles, and it should sear apart.
That's some really good acrylic adhesive, right?
There it is. So now, if I know how to measure right, we should be fairly close. And we're a little bit long. And what's the one rule in cutting? Better to be long than short, because we can always trim it back up. Now, when we screw these down, we want to keep all of our screws on this outside perimeter. So we've got the rain groove that's stamped in here. We don't want screws coming down through here because this is where we're going to channel our water. So everything on the outside edge.